2019 is here and we've already got a bunch of rumors concerning Apple's 2019 iPhones. Analysts are expecting this year's iPhone to feature some pretty huge changes, so stay tuned and watch this whole video so you know what to expect. For starters, the biggest rumored change is the switch from the Lightning port to USB-C. Back in June, DigiTimes published a report claiming that 2019 iPhones will switch to USB-C. And just a few days ago, John Baptist Hsu backed up those rumors in a report published to Forbes.com. So how likely are we to see USB-C on an iPhone this year, given that neither DigiTimes nor Forbes have a great track record? Well, first of all, the 2018 iPad Pro has finally made the switch to USB-C, so that's definitely a first step. The rumored 18-watt USB-C power adapter is already shipping with the new iPad Pros, while also being available for purchase separately on Apple's website. It also conveniently offers enough power to fast charge the latest iPhones from 0 to 50% in only 30 minutes. Apple could easily ship that same USB-C power adapter right in the box of a 2019 USB-C iPhone model, but we won't know for sure until it happens. Rumors of a triple lens camera coming in an iPhone this year have also sparked from well-known leak source OnLeaks and Digit.in, who published exclusive renders of what this triple lens camera could look like. This orientation is unlikely given the amount of internal space that it will take up, but 3 cameras is a possibility. The 3-lens camera setup is rumored to support Sony's time-of-flight 3D depth map technology, which could expand the possibilities for augmented reality on iPhones and make autofocus shooting faster and more precise. However, back in September, analyst Ming-Chi Kuo said that it's unnecessary for the 2019 iPhone models to be equipped with the rear side time-of-flight system, so we'll have to wait for more rumors on this subject. But Ming-Chi Kuo is predicting an improved Face ID system that will be implemented in the 2019 iPhone lineup. Kuo wrote that he believes Apple will raise the output power of the flood illuminator, which should lower the impact of invisible infrared light in the environment and ultimately make for a more accurate system, both for Face ID authentication and face tracking features like Animoji. Back in May, Apple was granted a patent for a technology called vein imaging using detection of pulsed radiation. Basically, this would allow Face ID or similar technology to scan the veins inside a user's face, making authentication more secure. Apple doesn't need a more powerful flood illuminator for this, and Apple's research doesn't always make it to the market. Regardless, we're definitely excited for an even more reliable and more secure Face ID system. There's recently been a lot of talk about 5G modems coming to smartphones, but we're not likely to see an iPhone with 5G until at least 2020, with reports from Fast Company saying that Apple intends to use Intel's 5G capable modem in an iPhone slated for release in 2020. Not 2019. Apple sitting out the first year of 5G isn't a big deal. There are still fights to be had in regards to how the networks are built, and the carriers still have a lot of work to do. 4G LTE already supports download speeds of up to 125 megabytes per second, and even the latest iPhone XS only attained download speeds of up to 72 megabytes per second in a survey taken using SpeedSmart Speedtest iOS app. Back in May, a report from South Korea's ET News claimed that Apple has decided to use OLED displays in all new 2019 iPhone models. He also mentioned the possibility of an LCD model being maintained if there are more than 3 new models, which seems unlikely. I personally welcome this change, since most high-end Android phone manufacturers have already switched to OLED displays on all of their high-end devices. On top of that, rumors from ET News reported that Samsung might be supplying Apple with the new Y-Octa OLED panel technology for Apple's 2019 iPhones, which integrates the touch layer directly into the OLED panel, theoretically making OLED displays thinner and cheaper to produce. This would make it easier to switch to OLED across the entire iPhone lineup. The only concern is that initial panel shipments are expected to be limited, and Samsung has yet to use the technology in its own devices. There have also been talks of Apple bringing an in-screen Touch ID sensor to the 2019 iPhone lineup, but analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple has left Touch ID behind for the hugely successful and accurate Face ID system. And with Face ID rumored to be gaining improvements this year, we concur that it doesn't make a lot of sense to add Touch ID again. If you're hoping to see better waterproofing in the 2019 iPhones, you're out of luck. Ming-Chi Kuo says the new devices will retain the existing level of waterproofing we see on current iPhones, and to be completely honest, it's more than enough. Most users just want to be able to take their iPhone into the bathtub, hot tub, or perhaps a swimming pool without the fear of ruining their iPhone if it accidentally gets wet or drops in the water. And the latest IP68 rated iPhones already offer enough water resistance for that. Austrian company AMS has recently launched an optical sensor that can measure ambient light from behind a smartphone's OLED screen. While we think we won't see this implemented until at least 2020, This type of technology paves the way for future iPhones to hide more of its sensors under the display and further reduce the size of the bezels. This may be a long shot into the future, but with transparent OLED displays already in the making, Apple could move the entire Face ID TrueDepth sensor array, including the front-facing camera, beneath the display for a notchless and bezel-less full-face design. To make this function, Apple would simply turn off pixels that are located directly above any of the sensors or cameras while using Face ID or taking a selfie photo. But like I said earlier, we definitely shouldn't expect anything like this until at least 2020. Either way, we're all extremely excited for Apple's 2019 iPhone lineup. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this one.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and hit that subscribe button. Also, check out our price guide, which makes it extremely easy to find the best deals on Apple products updated daily. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next video.